All right, Bill Clinton getting heated in a new book tour interview when questioned about the Lewinsky scandal. Watch this.
Through the lens of Me Too now, do you think differently or feel?
Well, I felt terrible then, and I came to grips with it.
Did you ever apologize to him?
No, yes, and nobody believes that I got out of that for free. I left the White House $16 million in debt.
And the world feels sorry for him. Well, Bill now apologizing, but not to Monica Lewinsky.
The truth is, the hubbub was I got hot under the collar because of the way the questions were asked. The suggestion was that I'd never apologized. I did. I meant it then and I meant it now. I apologize to my family.
A lot to unpack here. Here to debate, RNC spokesperson Kayleigh McEnany and Wendy Osefo, founder and CEO of the 1954 Project. Ladies, I am really looking forward to this discussion. Kayleigh, start with you. I mean, we all watched that interview play out yesterday. First, he talks about not needing to apologize to Monica, then basically says that we should all feel sorry for him and all that he's been through all these years, and then goes on to even say that President Trump is partly to blame for the collateral damage. I guess to quote Hillary Clinton's book title, what happened in this interview?
This is ridiculous. You see Bill Clinton there, who is the poster boy of the Me Too movement. He represents a group of elite men who prey on unsuspecting women, like 22-year-old Monica Lewinsky. She was an intern. This ruined her life. She called herself the most humiliated woman in the world. She lost job opportunities. It stalled her life for decades. She contemplated suicide, jumping off a balcony. It destroyed her. And for Bill Clinton to sit there and egotistically claim that he lost $16 million when she lost part of her life, it is ridiculous. And for him to try to claim he's part of the Me Too movement, the positive, empowering female side of this, it's an insult to women.
Unbelievable. Wendy, you know, Bill Clinton used to be the most popular politician in the world. He was known for his ability to connect with people, his empathy. And then he goes on last night to say that he was sort of thrown off by that question. If anyone knows how to handle an interview and handle a simple question like that, it would be Bill Clinton. How does anyone defend it?
I agree there. You know, you can't defend the indefensible. And, you know, he went ahead and he said that he got hot under the collar and he regrets basically what he said because he knows that whether you sit on the right or the left side of the aisle, his comments are something that really got people in an uproar. But what we have to understand here is that when it comes to sexual assault and issues of this nature, it's not a political issue. And I love the fact that Kayleigh and other members of the GOP are getting hot under the collar around Clinton's comments. But let's keep in mind here that we currently have someone sitting in the White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue who has accusers.
Wendy, here's the thing. Wait, I got to jump in here.
So
I've got to jump in because you're doing exactly what Bill Clinton did in that interview.
I'm not.
And
Don't
every
do
time,
that, Abby.
no, every
Don't do
time
that, Abby. I'm not doing
Wendy,
what Bill Clinton is
doing.
Let me
finish, Wendy. Every time we have you on the show, you turn it back to Donald Trump. In this conversation, in that interview that happened yesterday on the Today Show with Bill Clinton himself, that had nothing to do with Donald Trump. That had to do with Bill Clinton's past and whether or not he felt he needed to personally apologize to Monica Lewinsky. So this has nothing to do with Donald Trump here. So when you go that direction, I think that is what turns a lot of people off. Kayleigh, why does it always go back to Donald Trump?
Well, it's ridiculous to try to draw an analogy between Bill Clinton, who abused the Oval Office, and President Trump's words is really quite astonishing. Those so-called accusers, by the way, John Solomon at The Hill reported, were paid off by Gloria Allred. One had her mortgage paid off. Another one was offered payments from a tabloid. You know, to draw an analogy between what was a publicity stunt and the serious allegations by Juanita Broaddrick and Paula Jones and Monica Lewinsky, who almost jumped off a balcony because of what Bill Clinton did to her in the Oval Office. Not an analogy there. We should all sit here and condemn Bill Clinton for those actions.
Yeah, Wendy, the reason I'm fired up about this, by the way, is because we're all women in this conversation. And the interview that happened yesterday, I said, didn't have to do with Donald Trump. It had to do with Bill Clinton, and that's why we're talking about this. Can't we as women take politics out of this and say he could have come up with a much better, much more heartfelt response to that question?
And Abby, that's what I said. So for you again to sit here and say that sounded like Bill Clinton is very offensive. I did not say that. I said you cannot defend the indefensible, and no matter what side of the aisle you sit on, what Clinton said was incorrect. However, in the same token, we have a president who was accused by women of doing the same thing. So this is not a political issue. Clinton is wrong. That is indefensible. No one is saying that he's not. But for us to sit here and say that we're going to piece and parse meal what is going on in the past versus what's currently going on is just completely actually, as women, not doing justice to the Me Too movement.
Yeah,
and
no.
anyone that says that should be ashamed.
I don't think that's what this conversation is about at all. But I think we can all agree that that response yesterday was appalling and embarrassing for Bill Clinton. And we'll see how the fallout continues to play out. Ladies, Kaylee, Wendy, good to have you here with us this morning. Good to see you, ladies.
Abby.